Hello, this is DD1 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix a warped life-size head for Jimmy life-size if it's made of vinyl. So going back to the original Edwardian butlers like Butler Wade, the typical top hat butler, all of that, Jimmy was using vinyl for their life-size figures' heads. Now, if an item had mouth movement, for example, it would have had a plastic underskull with soft PVC, or some would say soft vinyl, for the mask, if you will. Very rarely has Jimmy used latex for a life-size head, so that way it won't dry rot, etc. in the future. But with the vinyl heads, over time they can warp, and there is a solution to that. So this head was warped pretty badly on the sides, but I have just gotten done working on one side of it. So if we look here, you'll see that this side is pretty normal. It's kind of going back in a little bit, but I can fix that. And then this side, you can see how it's much more pushed in, and it doesn't look quite as natural as this side. And there's a solution to that. You just use an old heat gun. So I'll do a little bit of this on camera, but in order to be, precise and have an effective result, I'm gonna not film too much more beyond it. But essentially, if you have a heat gun and you have an item like a butler head or whatnot, or a classic 5-foot dancing Santa head, this kind of witch head, there's several examples. You can do this. If it's just an injection plastic head, like if there's a bunch of screws in the head, if there's two halves and screws, do not do that on those heads. It will probably just damage the iron, but those shouldn't be warping anyways. I guess they could in extreme heat, but still. You'll typically only see the warping on the vinyl heads. So what you gotta do is just turn this on. I have this at the maximum setting, but there's also 4 settings here. This is a good brand, I recommend it. So you just do that to really about 1 or 2, and then that'll actually start to get warm and glow on the inside. It shouldn't take as long to warm up because I've been using it. Just kind of feel. It gets to the point where it's too hot, and that's when you start pointing it at the item. So you'll just kind of move around here, get a good amount of the area in. Be careful with the eyeballs. Try not to get the eyeballs or the head plate too in range of the heat gun, because those are injection plastic and you don't want to get those hot, really, under any circumstances. So we'll just really go around here. You can see how much dipped in that head is. And for some reason, this is for the head dropping witch, flaming cauldron witch, all those. This head in particular warps pretty badly around the ears. It's a lot more common to see this to warp than, say, a butler head or a Santa head. Just do that a bit more. We'll crank it down, and then as you can see, this is really pliable, and beforehand it was hard as a rock. So then what you do is you just kind of pull. Again, I can't really do this well on camera. You pull and hold it into the position you want until it cools, and then your head should be fixed, and it should be looking like this side instead of this side. That's about it. See ya.